Welcome back to the Beat 139. I'm Doc.
How y'all feeling? Don Vito.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Ciara.
I'm Gracie the Artist.
There it is. Gracie the Artist is in the building. We want to welcome our second guest for this evening. You know, she goes by the name of Gracie the Artist. Gracie, welcome to the show. Let's bring her in real quick. We ain't gonna play. Welcome,
Thank
Gracie.
you. I feel the love. I really do. I'm happy to be here. I'm super excited.
So, Grace, check this out, right? So, what we do here, you know, the interview is all about people getting to know you better, knowing you are as a person.
Okay.
The only way they won't get to know you as a person is for us to bring your story out. So tell everybody where you're from.
Okay, well, I rep two places. And I've been going back and forth about this, but I rep Elizabeth, New Jersey, and Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I know.
Where you
I come
born
from
at?
a long way, but no, I
born in
graduated.
Tulsa?
Yeah, I graduated out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What they got going on down there?
Believe it or not, there's a lot of talent out there, and there's a lot of talent out there, and there's a lot of history out there.
Like what?
Like Black Wall Street, for one thing. Yeah, and you know, the highway that goes all the way to California was built in Tulsa.
Wow.
So there's like, you know, it was at one point called like the Magic City, you know, because it was really the next one.
Right.
And then you know, that catastrophe that happened. Well, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I was going to talk about this.
Yeah,
but
talk about it.
Yeah, no, it was. You know, there was a lot of black businesses that were booming in the northern part of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and there were hateful crimes that happened, and basically took that from.
What kind of hateful crimes?
Hateful crimes like bombs and killings and stuff like that.
Wow.
So yeah, bombs to destroy that side of the town that was turning. It was becoming gilded. It was getting in the papers and everything.
So can you
like
give
that.
us a little story on how it went? Like,
Oh my goodness.
let's get into it. This is like good information. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you know, stuff people might want to hear about.
Well, I would. I wish I could be like a super source right now, but for what I do know is that there was a time where there were a lot of independent black-owned businesses, and it was a side of town where like black people were thriving. People were coming out of slavery and buying land out in Oklahoma, and they were with that. They were creating a whole society. You know, if there was the other side of Oklahoma where black people weren't allowed to use bathrooms and you know, like, you know, whites only type stuff, and it was a situation like that. So they took it over on the other side, which was supposed to be kind of like the rejected side of the town, and they created a whole society that was coming up. And because of that, there were, like I said, hateful crimes that stopped that. And even to this day, you know, it's still on the come up. But there are a lot of artists out there, you know, a lot of black artists that are bringing that awareness to that side of the community and in the town and outside of the states, you know, bringing that awareness that this was the next city and it still has the potential to be so.
So I want to know the difference between Oklahoma and Oklahoma City.
Well, Oklahoma is the state. Tulsa, there's a difference between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. There's an hour distance drive, an hour and a half, an hour if you got a metal foot. But the difference is, aside from the history in Tulsa, how can I say it?
The Oklahoma City is more urban.
Nah, it's urban in Tulsa. It's very urban. It's like how can you compare Dallas to Houston? You know what I'm
Oklahoma City is now urban. Ain't nothing urban about Oklahoma City.
saying? It's more.
Nobody
It's
said
not
it was
rural.
urban.
It's not
You
like.
say, is it more
I
urban?
asked
more
the question. Let her
urban.
in. You never been there.
Yes, I have been
No, you
there.
ain't
You don't
been.
know where I've been. Oklahoma City is nothing urban about
You ain't
it.
been to
You know, you
She
don't know
just
where the hell
said-
I've been.
she-
You met me a couple years ago.
she
Let me
did-
finish. Oklahoma City is not urban.
She just said.
In
what did she
comparison
just
to
say?
other places, yes.
Right.
But,
Right.
in comparison,
Right, you want to
She
say
just
what's the
said-
difference between Oklahoma? She's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you say what's the difference between Oklahoma City? She's from Tulsa.
Yeah.
So be specific.
No, but if she said she's from Tulsa, right? And I said, is it
tight.
urban?
I'm fine.
I said,
I'm not gonna agree with this nigga all the time.
Is it urban and out there? That's what I asked. I ain't said I know that. I don't know that. I want to ask the question about
I think
know
so,
that.
because I mean, like there are other
Wake
places.
up, man.
There are
You
other
need to
places
wake
out
up.
there that are. More,
He said a couple years. I knew you since 02.
That's longer than a couple, right?
I know.
A couple is 2.
Nah, but for real though. So
it's more city-like. It's definitely more city. There are buildings. It's not New York.
So
Come
let's
on.
say what me and Doc really want to know is like, what was life growing up in Oklahoma?
Now that was interesting because in Oklahoma there's I want to say they're a little far back when it comes to the way that people move. There's a lot of racism there. You know?
Still to this day?
Yeah, I experienced growing up there. I experienced a lot of it. You know, prejudice acts. You know, to my race, or to my skin color. You know, and then also within the actual community, that black community. You know, the brown paper bag thing, like that actually was still a thing. It's still a thing. You know, you're valued by the light and the darkness of your skin, and yeah, it is kind of sad. It's really sad.
You experienced a lot of hurricanes?
Hurricanes.
Y'all get tornadoes out there.
Tornadoes.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, y'all get
Yes,
tornadoes.
I actually experienced a few. I actually experienced driving away from one and like being on the road when the rain is coming down and then the winds are picking up, watching trees bending, doing a whole back bend. I'm just like, yo, I can't believe I'm in the car.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy about it? Let me tell you, it's crazy. I always want to know, like Kansas and Oklahoma, like you'll always think of like tornadoes.
The Wizard
Yeah.
of Oz.
Wizard of
Wizard
Oz.
Wizard of Oz is
I love Wizard of Oz.
I
On Channel
just
11,
think
man.
I love Wizard of
This ain't
Oz.
Channel
And
11,
you
it's
just
the- it's
see
the
it
Beat
like
139.
Like
Yeah.
they said it's nothing like it. I met one dude from Oklahoma. His name is Rodney, and he said you could just see. He said it's nothing like it. Like you could be right here and it be right there.
Yeah.
And it's be like
No, it's actually really crazy when you see like, you know, it to start to drop. It's like I got to experience, you know, when it says it gets really cold and it gets really hot and it gets really still. I got to experience that, and it was like a stillness you've never experienced. It's almost like you could hear a pin drop in the world, and you know nothing is still in the world. So it's just like, yo, like, oh my gosh, I can't even, like, your whole body drops. It's like, what is about to happen?
y'all next to Dallas.
It feels like
right?
a great presence is gonna happen. Like it's like, oh my gosh, this
next-
can't be good.
The next big city is Dallas. Y'all next to, right?
Texas.
The next state.
Yeah. Yes.
Dallas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So my question to you is, how was the transition from Oklahoma to New Jersey?
Oh, okay. So the reason why I rep both is because I have what I figure is roots. I have roots in both, you know. So coming back here, well, it really wasn't. It wasn't a transition. I just knew what to do and where to go, if that makes sense. So it's just like in Jersey, I have my family we have pictures of me as a baby, and there are family members that I know personally that, you know, my other sisters don't, you know. And so I feel connected to Jersey and to Oklahoma, you know.
But
even though I did not graduate from Jersey, which is confusing.
But as
confusing.
if on the marketing side, you know, you want to do what you want. Doing interviews and things like that, you should always go hard on Oklahoma because nothing is coming out there.
Word.
So this way, you put yourself in bed with Oklahoma.
Word.
Because when you Jersey's like, all right, whatever. And everything, Jersey right next to New York. Oklahoma's like, wow. Like how we ask some questions about Oklahoma. We ain't gonna ask you no about no Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, wow, you know, Oklahoma's something different. You don't ever hear people say Oklahoma.
That's true. That is true.
So
I wasn't
you
thinking
should
of it like
identify
that.
yourself more because you grew up there.
Because it is there,
You grew up there.
and I graduated from
Yeah,
there.
so you
and
should-
I still have my journey when it comes to Oklahoma because of my experiences, and I have to get complete with those things, you know. So yeah, like there is a little bite that comes with it, but it's very true. It's like, you know, I could definitely put people on.
You could try to put it on the map.
That information, because it's like, yeah, man.
What other artists came out of Oklahoma? I know y'all got Warren Buffett. He's not the artist, but he's the super rich guy.
There are rumors, so let's not even go in there because I could work from TNZ. I'll start rumor real quick. I'm like, let me stop. I don't know. I don't know.
So
I
check it out.
can't.
So take the pressure off you, right? So you grew up in Oklahoma, and you said you got family and ties in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So when did your career take off?
My career. I'll be really honest. My career is still in development. You know, you guys are right here supporting my career in development.
Okay.
Wow.
See, that's what we do. The B139.
Yes.
We show love.
and
Strive for success.
I appreciate that.
Right.
It's just like, you know, I will say this though. I'm pushing out the art first, and it was like the art gift was given to me first. You know, and I didn't really recognize it as a gift until much later. You know, like I used it like a little side hustle. Like when I first wanted to draw was actually because of the movie The Lion King, the animated version, the 2D anime. I was like enthralled with that movie, because as a kid I didn't know that was a job. You know, everybody just gets exercised, firefighter, veterinarian, police officer, and it never, you know, dawned on me you could draw for a living. So I'm just like, wow, that's really cool. And they showed behind the scenes of the movie where they brought real lions in the drawing animation studios, like for all of the artists to just kind of like capture the movements of the lion. I just thought that was fascinating. I loved animals, so yeah. But I don't know, it's just like, you know, being in the Midwest, sports has pushed a lot. So like I was a basketball player, and I was pushing for that to be, that was going to be the career. You know, I was going for WNBA. You know,
You was good at basketball.
Wow.
yeah, I was a very good basketball player.
Yeah?
Yes, very good basketball
Still
player.
play now?
Well, I have a lot of injuries now, so you know what I mean.
You
someone
played
someone
college
fix me up
ball?
and give me some time. Yeah, I did.
Played, what school you went to?
I played in ICC. I played in Salina, Kansas for a little bit. I played in Seminole, Oklahoma, and then I played in what was the last place I played? Lord help us all. I think that was it.
Position you play?
I played the 2 guard, the 3 guard, and the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Fast.
very soft-spoken, I see.
Am I?
How much
Well,
you average?
When you let me play, I could average double-double. I can go triple-double. You gotta let me play.
Why didn't let you play?
So why don't you play?
That's like I said, there was a prejudice thing happening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, we could go into that, but that was a whole nother life, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that was a whole nother life.
So how's life now?
Life is incredible. Life is incredible because it's like when you come to a place within yourself where you choose what you want and then you go for it. It's like I've chosen to become an artist, and I've chosen, like, that is my destiny over this in this lifetime. And so whatever that takes and whatever that comes within that journey, I'm here for it.
So I saw a lot of your work, and you have some amazing stuff,
Thank you.
But you have a piece right here. Can you describe to them, talk to them about this
Oh
piece?
my gosh. Yes, I would love to describe this piece. Okay, the piece is called I Am Powerful.
And it's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. This piece this was like the pinnacle piece for me, when it was like I went into another level, and another level of understanding, and another level of reaching other people. And the little girl, when I draw kids, it represents not only an infinite nature, but an infinite power, but the inner child within me. I go into my inner child every time I draw, because my imagination, the imagination of a child, everything is infinite. I have no cap. And so that's what she represents. And then when I first started drawing her, I was tucking her away because I didn't feel safe in the environment I was in. I didn't feel at ease. And when I tucked her away, I'm tucking away my power. And I first started writing the word power. And so I didn't want to give that message. I didn't want to give that message out. I wanted someone to receive a message and become empowered. So I'm like, I continued to draw her and discover who she was. And I became more confident in myself and then in my message. And that's when I started adding freckles. I gave her what it looks like is 2 colored eyes. It's called heterochromia. And Yeah, and it's not a disease. It's just, 2-color irises, and it's just stating that I am rare, and I know that. And it's like her hand is glowing because it's like she's actually wanting to burst out of the hole that she's peeking in. And I wanted people to know that they're powerful, so I wrote the word, I am powerful. And so when somebody reads that, I'm speaking directly to their subconscious, and they're subconsciously telling themselves that they're powerful and they're walking away empowered.
How long it take you to draw something like this?
This particular piece took all day. Yeah, because I was going in and out of it. I was just like, but it took all day.
Wow.
It has a hidden message, and that's why I really chose this piece for you guys. Is if you go really close to it, I have it right here. It is.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. It is this.
Wow.
It says, I am we. And what that states, what it states is, I am the world, and the world is me.
Can you show a couple more pieces that you have?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Okay. So,
Let's show them what you got.
all right. So I wanted
It's like 4 of them.
shout out to Kobe and Gigi.
You drew that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Let me see that. Bring it. There you go. Kobe and Gigi, huh?
Oh, you did that.
Wow. The mamba. See the snake?
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go. Let's do that. Kobe. God bless. Oh,
Very
man.
talented. Very talented.
And
I know that hit you.
Yeah, that's my dude, man.
so this one.
I cried a couple days. No joke.
I wanted to start making pieces that felt tangible, if that makes sense. This piece was called Embrace.
Embrace. We need more of that. Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was like, when I was like, man, I need something. I don't know what it is.
When you came in, I tried to shake your hand. You said, no, I don't shake, I hug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
Yeah.
with the coronavirus going on.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
I mean, you coming at me. Somebody just brought some Coronas in here for us to drink. I ain't going to say their name, though. Somebody just brought Coronas. I don't want to see no Coronas.
I don't want nothing but to let us see. I want some Veronas. Chill.
Nah, we're just messing around. Can you show us one more piece?
Okay, absolutely. Let's see. This one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Show the turn it around. This girl, she ain't no joke, man.
Yeah.
This is some $1 million pieces.
Oh,
Seriously.
I received that.
With the
Thank
right
you.
marketing
Thank you,
team and all that.
Jesus.
You
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
Thank you,
Dope,
guys.
dope. Ain't nothing regular about that.
So I have some questions for you.
Yes,
so
please,
how
sweet.
what made you go from being like a ball player to an artist?
I was always drawing.
Always
I was
drawing.
always drawing. Yeah. Like, I was, like I said, like 10 years old is when the movie The Lion King came out for me. And yeah, I've been drawing since. And when it came to class, I would have like a little bit of notes in the corner and a whole big drawing. And my mom was like, you need to draw on some paper without any lines, and you need to start signing it. So, I mean, like, little things that I started was, because of her too. So, I don't know. I've always been drawing. And then when I stopped letting this just be a hustle for me and actually become a destiny,
Right.
it's like it chose me back. It's
Do
like,
you
cool.
see the difference in your work for when you first started drawing till now?
1,000%. This, like, my artwork now, I almost feel like it's like I understand,
Has your work been like exhibited in any art exhibits or anything?
Not
like
yet.
that?
Those are the goals.
Girls, soon come. You have
We're
some
headed
amazing
towards
stuff.
it. Head start. Thank you.
Nice stuff.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
the world needs to know about this.
Thank
We're
you.
going to help you move this.
Turn this around.
Yeah. That's right. Y'all need to support this young lady right
Yes,
here, Gracie
yes,
the Artist.
Yes.
She has amazing talent, and we
She
need
gonna
to
draw
support.
us.
Yeah, I could draw y'all. Like, no.
Yeah. Do the B139.
I could easily do
You
that.
know, the whole team. Matter of fact, we're gonna take a picture
Please take a picture.
and we're gonna send it to you. You know?
Yep.
We had that tall dude
That'd
standing in
be
the
so
back because
dope.
he's blocking everybody.
Don't leave him out.
Yeah, we can't leave him out. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have the whole team. Can you do that?
Yeah, I could
I
do
want to
that.
get the whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the
But
whole
once
team.
we do the whole team has to stay assembled.
See, that's the thing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, no, don't go too hard. Leave it alone, Doc. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. But he know what I'm talking about. Once we do the whole team, that means we locked in.
Okay.
Okay? We can't be moving the pieces around from the painting. But at the end of the day, you have amazing talent. But I want to ask you something. Do you sound, the way you speak and all that, like you got like real like neo soul, like you know, it's like warm. You feel like warm around her. Like she just talks so cool and all
So
that.
light.
I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying? Rob, where you meet at? Rob, she just so cool and this dude here rough, you know what I'm saying? And how this come together?
He met me at one of my shows, and it's been love ever since. He's been showing me love ever since.
Yeah, Rod
Wow.
Casciano.
Good
Shout out to
people.
Rod Casciano.
Wow.
Rod, a friend of the show. When we first
he's your
opened the show,
manager?
Rod came through early.
No friends.
That's family, you know?
Absolute.
He's a good guy.
Good heart. Good heart.
Yeah. So we'll tell
My
everybody your
manager-
social media links and all
Oh,
that.
yes.
All of my engineer want to ask you about fashion.
Oh.
He said, "Is you into fashion?"
Oh yes.
You want that?
What? Yeah. Yeah. Look. There's no cap to my ability. You know.
Good question,
Put
man. Good question.
Put it in my awareness, and we can make it happen.
Yeah, good question. He right, because it's one thing to sell your art like this, but it's another way to sell it on T-shirts.
Yeah.
Because T-shirts, you can market and move it a little faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got some nice pieces. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
no.
too.
We do logos for. I've done logos for companies, T-shirt designs, character designs for video games, for children books. I've done floor plans.
Do you have your
buildings.
stuff protected and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So he was asking about your
Absolutely.
social media links.
Oh
Can you give
yes,
your
social media links. At the Grace Noel, that's my artist page with all of the artwork, and then also at I Love Grace Noel, and that's like the more personal pieces. That's pictures of me, and then also what I'm up to. Can I talk about what I'm up to?
Of course, please
Come on,
do.
that's why you're here.
Okay.
Yes. talk
All
about
right, so I got casted to be a part of a series, Empire State. Shout out!
Wow!
Yay.
Congrats to you.
It's really and the director's name is Izzy McCoy, and he's super talented. You know, it's like how it all kind of came together. I want to be an actress. You got to go into acting classes. Went into acting classes, and the person that I ended up doing a rehearsal with, we shot and filmed. The director got to see that piece, and then all these pieces are tying together. So, like, if there was anything that I suggest to anybody, it's like, if you have something in your head, write it down and do it. Just do it. Because it's like, you know, whatever I was taught through this course I was taking, it's like whatever action you're doing is always an action.
Right.
If you sit on the couch, it's an action. You're winning, basically. Whatever game you're playing, you're winning.
And you know what else, though? Sometimes one
What
thing
game
leads
you
to another.
You know what I'm saying?
Like one door opens up another door.
Exactly. And it's like nobody would have saw me if I didn't put it out there. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't put out the action and had myself be in the environment to meet people, you know, we wouldn't be here. So it's just like whatever you have in your heart, do it. And that's what I stand for. I'm showing everybody that whatever you have in your heart, do it.
Right. Okay. So what's your social media links again?
Oh, social media. At the Grace Noel and at I Love Grace Noel.
Okay, so if they want to check out your art and follow you and support you, that's what they do.
That's what they do, and I love it. I love and appreciate everything, you guys. You know.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Is there anything else that we didn't bring up that you would like to let the viewers know?
Oh, I drew a blank. I got excited and just like.
Nah, listen, we appreciate you
I
coming.
told you
to
part of
the
the series. The series is coming up, and then like just all of what I'm out to do. You know, my next goal. Every LED screen that is in New York is going to have a piece of my artwork on it.
Oh,
It's just going to
yes.
flash down. That is a goal of mine. I have many goals, and it's just like, that's one of them. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to
Put it into the universe.
put it into the universe,
Right.
you know, and put it out there again.
So you can tell everybody what podcast show you on right now?
Yes, I'm on the beat 139.
There it is.
There it is.
Gracie the Artist. Rock Casciano, the building. There it is.
Guys, thank you.
Thanks for coming.